Hey guys, it's Mike of Photos by Mike, and today I am live streaming and I am using a totally, it doesn't have any kind of electronics out here, so we're totally remote. So it's a totally remote setup. I'm going to show you my setup in a second. Here at the Chula Vista Remote Control Club in San Diego, California, and we're going to go ahead and get ready. I'm going to switch cameras right now so that you can see the setup and you can see the drones that are behind me. So here we go. All right, so now you can see the drones, and I'm going to move my switch around a little bit. There's the Phantom 4 regular, it's the standard. There is the Air 2. And here is the Mavic Pro, the old Mavic Pro with my crystal sky right there. You can see the cell phone that I'm using for my regular Air 2S. And then I'll go down and there is the Inspire 1 Professional. Let me move it back a little bit. So now let me go let you see what my setup looks like on the table. I have a regular Surface computer that right now you can barely tell because you can't see the screen, but it's actually pushing out towards to Caster.io, which is going out to Facebook and YouTube. And right here is my iPad switcher. As you can see, I have my Sling Studio, which is plugged directly into my modem router, which is a Wi-Fi modem router, which has a SIM card in it that's going directly out. So, and that's the way it's hooked up. It is actually hooked up to a battery pack, which I can actually hook up my computer to if I need to. And right off to the side, you'll see another camera link, and that camera link is for the drones, which will be plugged into it. My car is over there, and I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to look at my camera. This is the main camera that you were watching me on. You can see that the camera has the actual receiver on it for my microphone, and it has another camera link on it. The camera that I'm using right now is actually a cell phone. It is running through an I/O system into my box right here, and this is my remote setup. No external power. Everything is ready to go and ready to move on to the next phase, and I'm watching what I'm recording also to make sure. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back down the line, and I'm going to turn the camera around to my stuff over here so I can start getting ready to set up for what I'm going to do and change camera angles to the other camera. All right, so there we go there, and let me change camera angles to my forward camera, and there's my forward camera, and I'm going back into the forward camera lens so that you can see myself. You notice I'm all COVIDed out. I got my mask on and everything. So this is a test trial of my remote site, but at the same time, I wanted to do a little drone stuff too. So I brought out the 4 workhorses that I use, and I'm gonna go back to my mini camera again so that you can see and I can explain them. Okay, so first one that you see right here is the Inspire Pro, or the, Inspire 1. This was one of the first working drones that I had. It has the X3 gimbal on it, and it was great because I could use a buddy box or extra cameraman to film with it, and it's still great in a sense. I'm not gonna buy the Inspire 2 Professional. It's a whole big rig, and unless I start getting some really big customers here pretty soon, I don't really need it. Next is my workhorse, the workaholic. It's the Mavic Pro, which I use for everything. I hook up everything. I hook up the Crystal Sky, which has a HDMI out on it on the side that I can plug straight in to the things which you'll see in a little bit. And you see I have my the little guard for it. This is gonna be my new one. This is the Air 2S. A lot of people are saying, hey, you know, if you already have the, what do you call it? The Mini 2, that you don't need this one, which you don't, but it does have a 1-inch sensor on it, and it gives me better quality video. It films in 5K, 30 frames per second. And if I lower it down, it'll film in 4K, 60 frames per second if I want to do some slow motion stuff. So the next one that I'm going to is my Phantom 4, which I don't really use a lot anymore. I used to use it a whole lot, but I don't, because it's got most of the same qualities as the rest of these drones, and it's big. So I use the smaller stuff so that I can carry it around, because my whole setup is meant to be portable. So I could do aerial shots, I could do hand gimbal shots with the gimbal that I'm carrying now, or I could do regular stable shots from my video camera. And the camera link is what plugs everything in together. And now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and try out to lock onto one of my drones here pretty soon. So I'm going to, let's see, which one do I want to try? I'm gonna try, you know what, I'll try the Phantom. So let's go ahead and get set up for the Phantom and get it ready to go so that you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm gonna set this gimbal down right now, right by the Phantom. Gotta get my camera angles right. Not used to using the hand gimbal so much. Okay, so that's where we're set down now. And now you're gonna see, I'm gonna take and switch cameras first. I'm gonna take and go into my main camera, which you see me on right here, and I'm gonna take my Crystal Sky and I'm gonna plug it up to, put my Crystal Sky on here so it's locked on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take off my safety guard here for the drone itself, and I'm gonna walk the drone over to the field and turn it on. So I don't know if you can see me real well walking out to the field, but I'm walking out to the field, and then I'm gonna turn it on. Oops. All right, so now the drone is getting started. I'm gonna actually take my camera and set it up so you can watch the drone getting ready to take off. So I'm taking my handy cam out there. You're watching me through the main camera right now. Taking out my camera and gimbal, and okay, so like I said, we're live streaming this. It's going out. See how good this production is. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over, and I got my controller. I'm gonna put my safety strap on for rigs. Now remember, I'm doing this at a RC field, so it's best to practice and do all your videotaping unless you're doing a live videotape at a RC field. So right now I'm locking up, and I am turning on my drone camera, and I'm going to switch to the camera, the setup that you see on the field, so you can see the actual drone. Okay, so now you're looking at the drone on the field. Okay, so now I'm switched over to me. This is the cable from the camera link that I'm going to be using to get into here. So, and that plugs up right here onto my Crystal Sky. And then I have to turn this on Let me go over here and turn this on. And now it's on. And while I'm doing all of this, I'm also going to be, so you can see all my setup, I'm also going to be opening up another camera source or bringing in another video source into my program, which is here. And I am going to go ahead and switch to that view right now, because right now you're looking at my back. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to that view, which is the actual view of what the camera from the drone is looking at. And now I'm going to switch you back to the actual camera on the drone. So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start the drone. And you can see that the drone is started up. And then I'm going to lift off, and you'll see the drone actually take off. Okay, I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to fly out a little bit. And I'm going to switch to the drone camera now. So now you're seeing the drone camera. I don't have it fully out, but you can see the drone camera, and you can see us flying out. And you're getting a little bit of propeller blade. Let me bring the camera down a little bit. There you go. So this is what you're seeing. And I'm flying. I can still see the drone. And then I'm going to let you see where I am from a little bit up above. So now you're looking at me. I'm going to be right here. Bring the gimbal down a little bit. So now you can see what the drone is doing and what I'm doing out here from my camera link. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the drone down a little bit, fly it in some and over some, over a little bit more, bring it down, bring it in some more. So what I'm trying to do is line it up back to where I had it before. You can see the video camera right in the front of it. So I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more. Bring it over some so I can get that. There you go. And now I'm gonna switch back to the other video camera so you can watch me land. And I'm gonna bring it down. And off. So that's basically it. Let me turn it back to me now. So here I am. I'm working a one-man show. I'm doing everything. We're live streaming. I'm gonna go out there and pick up the gimbal now that I use to actually film the takeoff and landing. And then I'm gonna walk around one more time, show you my setup, and then I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And tell me what you think. So I'm Mike of Photos by Mike, hoping making your life or taking pictures one day at a time. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again soon. Let me go out and grab the camera. Beautiful day. day today. Loving it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the rest of the field. Shut down the drone. Someone else is getting ready to fly. Now this is cool. He's getting ready to fly a actual jet. So we'll sit here for a couple of seconds. Okay, here you go.